Hey there, everybody. This is Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero. We're so glad you could join us for this first episode of our next Rifts adventure, Rifts the Devouring Swarm. And it's really a continuation from Rifts the Face of Evil, which you can, if you haven't listened to that one, you're missing out. There's a bunch of episodes that you can catch up on to get the story all the way to this point, but it's a brand new adventure, so you can kind of pick up right here if you want and join us and see how things unfold this way. If you haven't liked us yet, hit like. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe. You'll get notified about when our next videos come out. Put a comment down below. If you want to join us on our Discord, you can. We usually have links down below each video that gives you resources for running Rifts, links to where you can pick up the books. If you want to run it for yourself on Roll20, we've got a character sheet down there that you can modify and everything, custom character sheet. So, yeah, we're just happy you're here, and we're going to jump into things. How are things going there, guys?
Oh, pretty good,
Cold.
I think. Yeah, but it's cold.
Cold,
Yeah,
man.
It's rainy, anyways.
Cold.
It's like
Fucking-
crazy
I've
hot.
been
out
doing
here.
all right. I can't complain.
It's like 32
Fuck you.
degrees.
It's cooking where you are, man. We're all
Yeah.
jealous.
It's
Oh,
not.
bad.
We'll move on with it.
It's not. I don't like 32. I'd rather
No,
not.
it's
have
not good. And it's the humidity, so it's not good.
I love humidity and I love 32.
That's-
Fuck this cold weather.
That's
No one likes that.
that's why you just turn on the air conditioning.
Yeah,
No.
but that's pricey now.
Everything's pricey now.
Yeah, I know. Power.
Like heat, because it's fucking freezing out here.
I turned my heat off.
So did I, and I'm paying for it.
And also,
What's the
My
temperature
body.
over
also staying in. It's also
think-
expensive to stay in Gotrich shop, so you guys better get on with it.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait to kill this guy.
That's
All
a
right.
lie, and you know it.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, so let's update people on just what's occurred here. So we had to roll for a few insanities because they lost their friend. They were unable to prevent the death of people that were traveling with them. Encountered some crazy stuff if you watched the previous adventure. And so, Sir Luke, why don't you tell everybody kind of how your psyche has failed you?
Well, and unfortunately, my rolls failed me. I rolled very poorly on 2.
2 ones in a
And-
row.
2 ones in a row. Yes,
Yeah.
and despite my high mental affinity and the saving throw, that I have, I still failed. So my first one is I've got an obsession with appearances, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's all kind of born out of my, a hatred emerged. So again, I failed on that roll. So I've developed a hatred for, a certain mechanical individual. And the obsession was appearances, mainly because I want to make sure people know, I'm a cyber knight. I mean, I'm kind of I've got that kind of shame of looking in the mirror and seeing myself with all the kind of gore and stuff on me, and then Rasputin was reaming me out. I think that kind of caused it to snap. The other one is, and thankfully we haven't really dealt with it too much, although I suspect that in the future we will, particularly with something called Devouring Swarm, fear of crowds.
I didn't even put those
that's
two
not gonna
together.
go well.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. I put it together right away.
We gotta go get you some therapy.
Yeah. This is not a good thing.
All right. Not a good thing. Senate, how about you?
Sorry, I was just going to say we'll get some of those horse blinders for Sir Luke. We can just take them from his horse,
No,
so he's only focused on one thing and doesn't see the crowd.
Oh, but the horse is gone now, eaten by the friendly farmer.
No, didn't happen.
Yeah. Senate did really well as far as his rolls, actually. He passed 3 of the 4, and the one obsession he picked up, he already had. So we inverted it. So instead of desiring fame and wanting to be loved, he's going to be avoiding fame and trying to avoid credit.
Cool. And then there's Portland.
Well, you think Sir Luke is fucked?
Oh, God.
God,
You haven't met me
we are
yet.
That
so
nightmare
doomed.
person.
We're so doomed.
Yeah.
Something you'd
I
find
failed.
on- Oh.
I failed all my rolls, and so now, along with me being obsessed, I have my obsession with power, and my alignment being what it is. I am also a paranoid schizophrenic who is a compulsive liar with a drinking problem.
Yay!
Nothing bad will happen.
I cannot wait.
And Gotrich, you're just big boned, I think, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just big boned. I mean, I do have a an insanity. I don't know if we talked about that last time.
I don't think we did, but
And I have a psychosis of over inclusion. So once kind of that conclusion that I've been reached, basically just I draw an irrational and irrelevant conclusion from the facts. So once that happens, I can't let it go. It's my view, and I'm sticking to it. So it's kind of a form of schizophrenia. But once I have something in my mind of what I believe, that's what's happening.
right.
For example, the
And
belief
that-
that you're not a DB.
Yeah, that belief is that you are
Absolutely.
not, in fact. Yeah.
It's not a belief. My parents were human. I am a human. You weren't there when I was growing up. Were you there at my birth to see my human mom? No.
Have you seen my
You
birth
have no
certificate?
proof. I was there. I was there.
I could make a joke that said, "Yeah, I saw your mom," but that would be wrong.
Well, Lex saw your mom, so I don't. The
Yeah.
turnabout's fair
Yeah,
play.
that's true. That's true. That's
Oof.
true. Yeah.
Giddy up.
Mom is going to be very disappointed that you lost her collar.
She's going to be very disappointed that you let me die.
Probably. Yeah, actually, that's
Oh.
probably more true.
You're not getting a
Pretty
tattoo
good
next time.
counterpunch.
That's your personal goal, is it, to prevent Luke from getting a tattoo? That's it. Oh. All right.
This random dwarf that's the same size as Lex shows up. Maybe
Oh.
your mom's just into short guys.
Ew.
Gee. All right.
Anyway.
Good point. How tall was your dad? I don't remember.
My dad was over 7 feet. He's bigger than me. He's like
Yeah.
what, 7'1" or 7'2".
That's right. Our father was about 7'2".
You're not his dad. You're not his son. Don't.
No. Be his dad's dad.
No.
All right.
Next level, I am your father.
So, you guys awoke in Gotrich's shop, where he put you up for the night, and you awoke having terrible visions. The visions were of, those of you that are major or minor psychics, which is Sir Luke and Gotrich. You had that sense of impending doom, that, a great foreboding. Senate, though, you had visions of swarms of things clouding out the sun, and all sorts of demons and terrible things. For the complete vision, check out episode 31 of The Face of Evil. And yeah, those visions kind of left you shaken when you woke up. And the weird thing was that the two Psy Stalkers also had the same vision. This led Gotrich's Techno-Wizard pal, who also had that sense of foreboding that both Gotrich and Sir Luke had, to head into town and go talk to the healer there, who's also he knows is also a psychic, to see if he also had these sensations. So that's kind of where we left off, and where we will start this new adventure. So, who wants to start?
All right, so I'm going to go clean myself. Have to look good.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was because you had been wearing Viscera for the last however long we were walking.
Yeah. I gotta wipe. I clean, but I gotta clean more.
Wait,
I
what was
look my
that?
best. I look my best.
Yeah, to avoid frostbite, you had
Yes.
the uncured hides of several different animals wrapped around you.
Yes.
Good fun.
We
Is
should
there any
see.
place where I could buy a jacket here?
In town, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I might
But
need, I might need to go into town to get a jacket.
don't forget who else is in town, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
Maybe.
do need to have supplies, otherwise you're going to
Yes.
risk, and you probably want to get a different suit of armor if you can find it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is unacceptable. We've got to get something different soon enough. Um, yeah. So, uh, I need to get some clothing though. If I'm going to be going outside, I'm going to need to get something warm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Senate, Portland, Gotrich.
I would assume
Um,
that I've woken up, have the equivalent to coffee, and then I'm just still tinkering on my vehicles.
Yeah, you probably have a small dwelling that's attached to the shop. And
Yeah.
there's no coffee because coffee beans are kind of exotic, but there's
Well,
probably
whatever
different types of
something equivalent to that is.
yeah, there's different types of tea, I'm sure, that are made from various plants and stuff that are growing natively here.
Yeah, a warm beverage that is high in caffeine.
Yeah.
Pine nettle tea, except it doesn't have caffeine.
Yeah, there's probably something that gets everybody going. Don't worry. So you have a
so
I don't need any of that stuff that Portland has.
well. What does he have? That's the thing.
I don't know. I figure that like Portland would just take out his Mickey and start drinking, or
Well, you'd have to get some first.
Yeah, exactly. You're assuming a lot of the character right now.
All right.
the shoe fits.
You don't even know what shoes I wear. We just met each other. Anyways. So I didn't sleep
Rocks
very
with
much.
grippy socks.
Right? Yeah. So I didn't sleep very much. Because obviously I'm in a foreign place and I kind of don't trust this guy who didn't shake my hand because he's a fucking asshole. And I heard some rustling in the room beside me, which I'm assuming Sir Luke was beside me, like in another room.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, quite possibly. So I'm going to go watch Sir Luke change through a crack in the door.
What?
All right.
Just make sure that he's okay. But watch him intently.
All right. Sir Luke, why don't you give me a perception check?
All right.
All right, 13. I'd say you're you kind of get the feeling that you're not entirely alone, but not really any particular indication of anything. It's not like you catch Portland's eye looking through the crack in the door in the mirror or something like that.
Right.
Portland, you can give me a perception check.
I sure can when I click on it. Oh, there we go. A 7. 8.
All right, and you are caught unawares as a kind of ragged hand grabs your shoulder and gives you a little bit of a shake.
Whoa!
Yeah, Sir Luke, you hear "wah," and Portland, you look over and there's James T. standing beside you, going, "What are you looking at?"
I heard something. You hear anything?
No. What did you think you heard?
Sounds. Can't really explain what they are. Could be people talking. Maybe not though.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So do you sleep?
yeah, I sleep.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you slept or not.
Yeah, everybody needs to sleep.
Hmm. You ever feel like any like phantom pain with the legs missing?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Did you have any of those visions that they were all talking about?
I had a weird ass dream, but I can't really recall what they were. Like, I was not as vivid as the psychics. I'm gonna like do air quotes as I do that.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah, but it could be these voices, right, that are happening too.
No.
I'm hearing all around. Maybe it's that.
It could be. What are they trying to
be.
tell you?
Or I'm not even sure. I haven't really zoned in. I just hear them once in a while, and they kind of come in and out.
Huh.
Sometimes they're like in my head. It sounds like, and sometimes they're like around the corner. You know.
Oh. Well, you're pretty magical. Maybe it has something to do.
Yeah, I do have the magical.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's how you are tuning into these things. I don't have either of that, so I can't really tell, but just seeing how the two Psy Stalkers are behaving and Senate.
Do you trust them?
Well, they pulled me in from outside, and I've trusted you guys so far. You haven't let me down.
We kind of let you down.
How'd you let me down?
We let you outside for a while, so Luke just left you out there for a bit, didn't he?
Well, that's because he's an asshole. But
fair enough. But still,
at this point,
like
Luke, you definitely hear people talking outside your door.
Yeah, I'll go out and see what's going on.
That's so. James T says that's because he's an asshole, and there's the door. And he's like, "Oh, hello, Luke."
Hello, James.
Hello, Luke.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm kind of here, there, but nowhere. Everywhere the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, can you and I talk very briefly?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I guess that's my cue to leave. I just I just skip off. Literally, I'm skipping away.
I'm just going to look over at him in Portland and just kind of shake my head. So he's goopier than a. Anyways,
has he always been like that?
No, he's gotten worse.
It's the magic.
James, maybe
it does that
James,
to people.
I owe you a sincere apology.
Oh, he looks a little surprised. Really? He looks up at you with a big smile on his face.
I acted in a way that was wildly inappropriate. I let my emotions get the better of me. And I acted in a way that is nothing like a cyber knight should act. I'm not going to lie. I'm not happy with what things went down, but what I did was inexcusable. And I apologize.
Well, I don't know if anybody's ever apologized to me before. Usually it's been groveling and begging. But, geez. I thank you, he says.
Well, I was in the wrong, and no matter what, I need to own up to it.
Okay, he looks confused. He doesn't know what to do. He looks very confused. He's just kind of taken aback a little bit. Well,
I don't expect you to, to forgive me for it. That's, your business, but know that my apology is sincere.
All right, he says. All right. Well, I suppose we could start looking for a way to get out of here. I'm sure Mez wouldn't be too happy with me being here still. Unless, of course, you guys wanted to take care of him. But I'm assuming that we're still where we were before with that.
Well, I mean, there's no real need to. I mean, as awful as he is, I mean, from what I get from Gotrich, he is protecting the town, and maybe that's the kind of, I don't know. I've been kind of messed up a little bit. I'm trying to get my head straight.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I think that that it's something that you'll need to work on, but we can work on that as we go to wherever it is that we need to go.
Yeah, I remember from last night, apparently Portland gave away our truck.
Oh. Really? Maybe I was outside, he says.
Yeah, you were. Again, sorry.
All right. We'll cut over to Senate.
Well, I'd probably wake up again, check to make sure that my shit hasn't been stolen in the night.
Yeah, we're kind of picking up after the sharing of the visions and everything like that, right? So.
Yep. Okay. What I am tempted to do is check in just with the vehicles that are available around. Because
All right.
there's talk of a walker, there's talk of a motorcycle, there's talk of trucks that may or may not work.
Yeah. So you do a kind of a tour of the area here. There is the giant bot that's outside. Probably has a tarp or a covering over it of some sort. There's a motorcycle, a Wastelander motorcycle, which kind of has a sort of triangular storage area on the back, so it only seats one, and has a large triangular storage area at the back, so it's meant for long distance travel. The tires are very off-roady and the like. There's a few of the farm vehicles and local vehicles that are here to be fixed, that are parked outside. And there's also what you notice leaning up against the wall inside the garage is it looks like a wing, and it has kind of bicycle handles on the top of it. Yeah, it's kind of leaning up against the wall.
Does Senate know what that is? Because
Do you have lower magic?
I do.
Okay, any probably it would be your like enchantment number there for lower magic.
Okay. I think it's down a ways. No, it's not. Hang on. Recognize enchantment.
Yeah, we'll say that'll work for this, for the purposes of identifying something like this. Yeah. So this is known as a wing board or a flyer board. It's a Techno Wizard device that can basically ride ley lines. So you either jump from from a tree with this thing into a ley line, or use telekinesis or something to raise yourself up, and it will fly along the ley line. You kind of can raise and lower altitude and stuff like that, but you have to stay on the ley line. It gets its power from the ley line. And yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Oh, neat. So all of these vehicles are sort of pending repair.
No, the Wastelander motorcycle looks like it's in decent condition. But of course, you don't know if it's working or not. I mean, just because something looks like it would run doesn't mean that it does. The other ones, are in various stages of repair. The robot as well, it could work. You don't know. You could use telemechanics to touch these things as you go by them to know
But
if they are.
They are not mine, so I shouldn't go messing with them.
Fair enough. Yep, fair enough.
That's the polite guest thing to do, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you wander around, though, the two Psy Stalkers are standing outside, taking in the cool air. They're also sipping something warm, but they're just kind of taking in some outside air. And it's cold, but it's not super cold. It's like maybe minus 10 Celsius or something like that.
Yeah.
And they see you roaming around. And,
so I'll wander over and kind of give them the nod. And what do you guys make of this place?
Looks like a shop. Says you're just trying to get the visions out of your head.
Well, seems easier to fill them with something else.
We'll just say this is Rasputin that's saying this too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they're kind of haunting.
Yeah, you don't know the half of it.
I think I do.
Can I skip in here?
Sure. Yeah, you can barge outside. Boom, da-doom, da-doom,
Yeah, so I just skip into this conversation as I hear the word haunted. And I'm like, oh, you guys hear the voices too?
And Rasputin raises his eyebrow.
That means a yes.
No voices, just visions.
Oh, okay. So no audio with your visual.
Well, when we were having the visions, there was audio.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What do they say to you?
It was just the sounds of what was going on. Nobody was really talking.
Are you picking up voices?
Yeah.
What are they saying to you?
They're like gibberish. And then they talk to me and like give me like full sentences, and I just like kind of moment.
Sly looks at Senate.
What was that? What was it? Okay. Nothing. Okay. Well, have a good one. And I just start skipping away.
Sly looks to Senate and Rasputin, and he says,
I'm gonna look back at them and yeah,
he's not a psychic.
he's not a psychic.
But maybe magic users are experiencing this differently.
That actually is a reasonable thing to. Yeah, there was a techno wizard here. Was he doing that?
No, but techno wizards are psychics too.
Oh, I suppose.
Rasputin speaks up.
As they're
Well,
talking, I want to come out of the. Sorry, I want to come out of the vehicle that I'm working on as I hear that they're all awake and kind of talking now.
yeah. Now they're out. These three are outside, so you'd have to go outside to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you would definitely hear that they're talking through. Like the walls aren't that thick, right? It's like just kind of a garage door sort of thing. So you could head out.
I'll make my way out there.
Okay.
Yeah. And as he's going out there, kind of pass by him as I'm skipping.
Oh, for sure. You see a
And I'm
very.
just gonna hum a little tune to myself too. Be like, master of the house, doling out the chum, ready with the handshake and an open palm. And just keep on going.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep walking.
God, it doesn't even phase Gotrich.
Not my circus, not my clowns. See ya.
Okay. You step out as Rasputin says, well, there's an easy way to see if it's the magic that's giving him the voices. And he looks over at Sly and gives him a smile. Sly nods. One little slice.
Let's not go poking the potentially already really unstable bear.
Oh, says Rasputin, you want to keep a potentially unstable bear fully charged?
And I'll kind of shoot him an eyebrow. And a lot of people say that sort of stuff about psychics notwithstanding.
Well, they might not be wrong about psychics either. And Rasputin
They're talking. I want to come up.
looks over at Gotrich.
Sorry, I want to come up.
Yeah.
I want to come up to their group and just say, so do you guys have a plan to go get that hover truck today, or what's going on?
Well, I don't know exactly how we're going to get it here, short of trying what didn't work last time.
Well, I offered you that motorcycle.
I mean, that's about as helpful as offering the robot, provided we ride the motorcycle. I mean, it's got a lot of storage in there. I don't see the hover truck fitting inside it, though.
Well, no, you tow it, like you pull it.
The hover
Would
truck's
this
kind of
vehicle-
big, he says.
Would this vehicle drag a multi-ton, half buried in the ground?
Well, you get on the bike. You look like the weakest one of all. You get on the bike and drive the bike and, get the other three, these two, and that 7-foot tall guy to push it.
Yeah, says Sly. We tried pushing it. The hover pod, one of them's gone. It won't float. It needs to be repaired on site.
So you're wanting me to walk out there and pull it back here with my robot.
Well, that would seemingly simplify things. Looking at the
Or,
size of your bot, I have to imagine.
Well, and you said there were hostiles out there.
Well,
yeah,
that's the other side of that coin, yeah.
So I don't want to get out there and find myself under fire.
That's where it gets tricky. And we don't have a good sense of exactly how many there are. So far, we've seen one.
nah,
And
there were
one was enough to
footprints.
one was enough to take down the truck.
You
There
have
were
a good sense of where it is?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue getting back there.
Could JT and I walk in?
Sure, yeah. Or out, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
out.
out.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
So when are we
Those
taking
Sound
off?
asleep.
I don't
Once
suppose.
we have an idea of what we're doing.
I look over the Gotrich. I go, I don't suppose you have a blanket or something I could use out there. Not exactly dressed for the
I got
conditions.
I got some blankets. Are you the only one that's cold?
JT would be probably needing something as well, right?
Well, it was pretty uncomfortable walking all this way on my hands. Maybe we can find one of those vehicles there, and he points to one that needs a repair, and get that fixed up and buy it off of whoever it is and get out of here.
That could work.
Well, I can give you a name, but you'd have to go into the town and find him.
Well, you needed clothes anyway, right, Luke?
Yeah, I need to get something to wear for this if we're going to go out there again.
Wait, says Rasputin. Going back into town is probably not a great idea with Mez the way that he is.
No.
No, I agree.
We're lucky enough to be here. He probably still considers this his town. And he looks over at Gotrich, right?
I've never had much conversation with him.
But I would suspect, yeah.
I don't cause any problems. Nobody comes out here.
Well, sending us into town might be the cause of
Later.
problems that sends them out here.
Oh, we can't have that happen, can we?
No, probably best not. Well, this is a conundrum.
Well, like I
Well-
said, I got some blankets. If
Well-
James T said he was pretty uncomfortable in the snow.
So I'm just doing some math here. We don't have a vehicle that can tow this hover truck. But you've got this bot. And you're afraid of coming under fire, which I can understand. But again, we've got this bot.
Yeah, well, if they took out your hover truck in one shot, what are they going to do to my robot? You don't know how long I've been working on this.
It's undeniably true.
Like I said, I'm not going out looking for trouble. So if trouble finds me, it's going to be coming up right to my doorstep.
Well, see, herein lies the problem, right? So you want the truck. The only way to get the truck is for us to go out there. But we don't have the ability to repair it. You do.
Well, we do have the ability to repair it. Having the parts is a separate issue.
Yeah.
I know a place where there's robot parts, says James T.
That is also true.
That is also true. Oh, man.
And that does actually potentially solve a couple different issues.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Fortunately,
risks.
Unfortunately, our new friends out there are also aware of its existence now. Unless you're talking about somewhere not the layer of him.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
how about this?
Sorry, I was just hoping you knew another random trove.
Well, it's his name isn't him. His name's Archie.
Oh, Archie.
I couldn't say it before, but now that he's dead, it's not weighing on me as much. Archie
So
was
the
his name.
brain's name is Archie?
Yeah.
Brain's name was Archie.
Was Archie. Okay. But it's still filled with like death.
Well, the robots should work all on their own, yeah, but well, Archie would coordinate them, but they're also a different design than mine. The ones that were right in front of the brain, that was my design.
Okay.
These robot dogs and other ones that we encountered in that insect thing, that's not my design, that's the new guy.
The new guy.
And again, if we're getting in,
Yeah.
grabbing and going, that's different than getting in and digging in.
Well, you might have to grab one of the things that are there and destroy it to take the parts. I mean, we could try to dig deeper and look for the factory, but
Well, I suspect the factory will be filled with a lot of horrible things.
Sounds uphill at best.
well, it's really just filled with a lot of machinery to build robots. But
So there wouldn't be any robots down there?
well, there probably is robots, yeah. I don't know what they'd be doing now without Archie. But I'll tell you one thing. It's warm down there. And I never lacked for food, that's for sure. Don't know where he got it from, but of course, if I'm back on the throne, I don't know if I can make the factory make what we need, but
And I'm going to shoot Sir Luke a veiled but clear look.
Yeah. And I understand.
Well, I have an idea here, guys. When that techno wizard comes back, we take a trip out there. You guys can lead the way, and we'll see if he can load up that hover truck and he can get it moving. With either some levitation, he'll have his hover cycle, so he can try a few different things. We get it back here, we look at fixing it up. But if anything goes awry, you guys are going to be in debt to me and him. So you better load up your weapons. I can charge any eclipse for you. And you guys are just covering our backs. How does that sound?
So I'll look at Senate and the Psystalkers.
Well,
do you
Sly's wearing armor. Rasputin's, I think his was destroyed, was it not?
yeah.
And I'll say to Rasputin, how do you feel about this? Wandering around relatively naked.
Says I could use some warmer clothes. I'm going to go back inside. I've had enough fresh air. Maybe
Any mega damage blankets?
Well, I have blankets.
As Rasputin
Whether or not
walks
they're
in, I
mega
want to.
damage. I've never tried.
well,
As
you're up.
Rasputin walks in, I'm going to follow him as well. I want
Okay.
to talk to him.
Okay, cool. Before we do that, we're going to cut to Portland. Portland, what are you doing now?
I am making a noose.
Okay. Okay. You are making a noose.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you doing this?
I found some rope in this giant garage,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna go back to my room and start making a noose.
Okay. So you're
I'll make it and I'll undo it, and then I'll make it again and be like,
Oh,
"Oh, that's
yeah.
not what I want."
you're not really a
like how-
you're not really a knot guy. So you you probably are trying to figure out how to make one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's not how it is. No, this is how it is.
Yeah. You don't have much of a room, to be clear. You kind of were just kind of put up in the garage itself. So you might have, your room might consist of a stack of old tires, right? That you're
Okay,
kind of in that. Yeah. No, maybe Sir Luke found a closet. That's where he was getting changed, right? When you were peeking through the door. Cool.
Fair
So
enough. I took some tires and I made it look like I kind of stacked them on top of each other. So that it kind of looks like two legs and kind of a little mini torso with a couple of arms kind of coming out with a head. The tire actually facing my way. So I'm like speaking to the tire person.
Okay.
At the same time.
Cool. What is the tire person saying to you?
He's like, so you feeling tired yet? You haven't got very much sleep.
Wow. Like, I'm not even mad because it was a short order request. Like, good for you.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to roleplay here. That's all I'm saying, guys. This is off the cuff, okay? I'm making puns like it's going out of style here. Yeah.
All right. And cool.
But, I'm trying to personify this other voice that I hear in my head once in a while.
Yeah, he must be tired too. All right. So, Sir Luke, you follow Rasputin inside. And he's kind of rubbing his hands together now, warming up.
Rasputin,
Yeah.
last night when you called me on my behavior, you were 100% right. I apologize to James. I apologize to you too.
All right. Well, people are going to have expectations.
And they'd be right to, and I failed them.
Well, I just think that we might benefit by the fact that there's somebody that looks upstanding, at least, if he doesn't even behave upstanding. So, I don't know. Sly and I, we did lose our friend. And Lex wasn't a bad guy. But, I don't know. Jimmy's nuts. And I don't know. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but I don't know. You don't lock him out like that. So don't do it again.
No, I didn't. And I'll kind of turn back.
And what the hell's the matter with him? And he points over at Portland.
I look over as Portland, do we see him?
You see basically what he described, the tire man. And he's kind of
So I'm gonna walk
behind a pile of tires, but yeah.
I'm going to walk over. Portland? Portland?
So I was saying. Oh, who's that?
It's Luke. Are
Oh.
you okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah.
Why would I not be okay? Why are you seeming okay?
I'm just curious. You've made
Curious about what?
you've made an anthropomorphic tire man.
What are these words? What? What are you trying to say? Say it. Speak up.
You've made a figure. Why did you make a figure? And what are you doing with that rope?
I'm just tying a knot. Can I tie knots around here?
Yeah, you can.
All right, fine. Tie a knot.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I feel a little tired, but other than that.
Look over Rasputin and kind of give him a quizzical. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
Why do you guys think something's going on? What's going on?
You're erratic.
You're acting a little bit odd.
Maybe this is my normal, and I've just been odd the entire time, which is what you thought was normal.
And Rasputin kind of just closes his eyes and touches his temple there. So, give me a save versus psionics, Portland.
Save versus psionics?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second. Save versus psionics. Oh, mental saves. Okay. Come on, 10. Hey, do I win?
You're on a roll with the tens, man. All
No
right.
kidding.
Cool.
For those at home who don't know what I'm talking about, for all my insanities that I've currently obtained, I've rolled nothing but 10s.
And 111.
So,
And 111.
111s. I did roll an 11, you're right. And so I'm sure that will be all I'll be rolling for the rest of this evening.
Actually, there they are. You can see them right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Unless there's
10s.
initiative to be rolled, in which case there's plenty of ones still sitting.
That's true.
Hey, there's a 1 and a 10. Hey, right?
Right. 1 and a 0. All right. That's initiative 0 plug right there. See, like that.
Boom, son.
All right. So Rasputin has used telepathy on you, and you failed the save, which means you're not aware of anybody tinkering around in your head. What are your
Right.
thoughts right now? What are the thoughts that Rasputin would pick up on that are on the surface?
What are some thoughts that he would be picking up on?
Yeah, because he's listening to your surface thoughts now.
Oh, okay. Okay. That I definitely don't trust this Gotrich person at all. That I'm not really sure what's going on or why we're still here, and that we probably shouldn't be here because this Mez guy could find us at any point in time, and then we'll be completely fucked because we're still with James T, who he apparently hates and has set us up. And yeah, I'm just kind of feeling really nervous here. So much so that I have the only person that I even trust talking to right now is Goodyear over here.
Okay. And Rasputin kind of shakes his head and looks over at Sir Luke. Yeah, he's fucked. I need a cup of tea.
That's it, Danny. That's his diagnosis.
Yeah.
Professional diagnosis is fucked.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so Sly says, look, back to the guys outside. Sly says, well, Raz isn't going anywhere without some heavy clothing or some environmental armor. And I'd say the same for Luke. Jimmy here, well, you've been enduring pretty well, but you might want a coat. Portland, he's got his. Senate, you got yours. Gotrich, I don't know what you got, but I see a big giant robot there. It's probably got some heaters. So, I don't
Why
know.
don't we just pile everybody into the giant robot that doesn't have...
An engine.
Well, yeah. Look, I can't see Raz and Luke going anywhere without some clothes, so we're probably going to have to go in town. But I'm getting cold out here, so I'm going to go get some tea. And he heads inside.
We get some tea.
Well, that's all they got, right? That's the hot
Yeah.
liquid. Yeah.
Fair enough.
There's no
Just
coffee.
that's-
Well, guess I'll head inside.
I'll follow them. I
All
want
right.
to say as I'm walking in, though, I want to say as I'm walking into Rasputin, just following him.
Spy.
Do any of you even know what kind of tools we'll need to fix this truck?
And I'll say I got started pretty well with this thing over here. Point to the repair kit.
Am I in this conversation? I'm just curious.
You can be. It's an open, like...
Okay,
it-
I didn't know if I was.
I'm just looking at you, Portland, and just
Yeah.
disturbed.
You're in a repair
Yeah,
shop. You're in a repair garage, right? So it's pretty open.
Yeah. I used some tools in Da Nang.
They kind
I
of...
want to look at him, and then I just want to look back to everybody else.
I can't even
I-
look at
I'm
everybody
just-
else.
I'm-
I'm stuck.
Portland,
I'm just so
do you want to lie
confused
down,
by
Portland?
NBA.
You mean, do I want to retire to my quarters?
Well, just get some rest. Maybe you just need. Did you not sleep very well last night?
No. No, I didn't. No.
Maybe you just need a little sleep.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
You
Feel a little deflated right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
you want to
God.
do you want a sedative to help you with that?
No, thanks. No, those things are gonna be jumpy.
Just maybe go and lie down for a bit. Just relax, and Jake, take. We're going to be here for a bit while we figure out how we're going to get the truck, anyways. There's no need to, stress yourself too much.
No stress. No stress.
Okay, good.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I'll just go to my room. Yeah. And as I do that, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna put the noose and try to swing it over my shoulder, so you see like the circular part over my shoulder as it flops down, and I'm just gonna skip right back to my room. Master of the house.
What is in the tea?
Not that, says Rasputin as he takes a swig.
Jesus. His brain is broken.
All right.
I don't know how to fix that.
Portland, as you get back into your room, you sense magic within 400 feet, and the rest of you can hear the humming sound of what sounds almost like hover turbines, but different than what you're used to. And Rasputin and Sly both look at each other and kind of look in the direction that the sound's coming from. Gotrich, you recognize it as the sound of your techno-wizard friend's hover cycle.
So I'm just going to say to everybody, like, you guys hear that? That's my buddy, the techno wizard.
Oh, what's his name?
His name is, let's see. His name is Cade. There you go.
Cade.
Oh, that's Cade.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he's got like a flight jacket on and goggles and stuff like that. And you can see that as he pulls around the front of the shop, you can see through the front doors of the shop. His hover cycle looks like the hover cycle that you guys used to have, the Speedster, except it has Portland. If you look, you can see that it's covered in magic energy, and it has like a blue-white magic energy jets coming out from the hover pods. And it's surrounded in a sort of force field as well. And that goes away as he sets the thing down and gets off the hover cycle very quickly, actually, lifting the goggles up and running in using the side door into the garage. And he's like, Gotrich, there are a lot of people who have had these visions, guys. He looks at all of you. And he says, Lord Fromeline is rounding up psychics. It's, I don't know, it could get ugly real fast.
Oh, damn it.
Well, I guess you guys can't go into town.
Well,
Rasputin kind of looks over at Sir Luke and bats his eyes.
Now. Yes, we definitely have to go into town now.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna let out a big sigh.
Yeah, we can't ignore this. If he's harming people, we gotta go.
And Cade looks at Gotrich and says, Gotrich, we gotta do something. He knows about us. He'll come after us.
Yeah, you guys are psychic. Or, psychic powers.
So what are we saying? That we have to go and stop him? That we have to kill him?
Well,
to stop him.
We could.
I've been able to talk him out of violence once already.
Yeah,
I don't pretend to know the guy. I don't pretend to have an inroad here, but it is at this point a 100% success rate.
And all you hear is a chuckle from James T. Oh, this is gonna be great. And that's where we will leave it for this first episode. Thanks everybody for joining us. I'm Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku Golgoth of Holle and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero.